Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
So I'm here with Deb Connell, the Executive Director of Lancaster Festival, and we're talking a little bit about the upcoming event this summer. For those who don't know, when and where is Lancaster Festival?
The Lancaster Festival is in Lancaster, Ohio, of course. And our dates this year are July the 24th through August the 2nd.
Alrighty. And as we're doing this interview, you guys just announced last week that Colby Calais is one of the headliners.
It is.
How did that come about?
She's a great artist. She's been on our list for a few years. For the first time ever, for that second Saturday night concert, we will have two headliners. So we'll have not only Colby Calais, but we'll have Dawes. We're still working out whether they'll do any performance together. But I think they're a great matchup. They complement each other. Colby Calais, Grammy Award winning. There's not a person on the planet, I think, that doesn't know the words to Bubbly. Mm-hmm. So we're looking for, and they're going to play with the orchestra too. So that's always a great thing.
What's the process like for getting headliners to book Lancaster Festival?
Oh, I could take 2 hours to explain it. So there is a committee. The committee puts together a list of artists that are available in our price range that will play with the orchestra and are appropriate for what we're doing. We are a very family-friendly performance. And then I take that list and I work with several agencies across the country to find out who might be interested. The availability changes from day to day, so the process gets to be a very long process. I actually started making offers for the 2025 season in May of 24.
Wow.
So it takes a while.
And you mentioned the Lancaster Festival Orchestra.
Yes.
And you guys just announced that they have a new director.
Yes.
Is that right? Tell me about that.
We have a new music director. His name is John Devlin. He's an amazing person. I think he's going to bring a whole new energy to the things that we do with the orchestra. He's originally from New York. Right now he is the music director also at the Wheeling Symphony in Wheeling, West Virginia. So he's close. He can be here quite often. And this is going to be his first season with us. So
what is the Lancaster Festival Orchestra's involvement with Lancaster Festival? Because from someone on the outside, I see, you guys have an orchestra and you have individual artists playing. So how do they mesh?
The orchestra plays every concert except for one during the season. So they either play with the headliners, which is the usual on the Saturday nights, or they play the opening and the closing of the concert if a headliner doesn't want to work with the orchestra, which does not happen very often because most headliners are thrilled to have a professional orchestra of amazing musicians backing up their concert. So all of the major concerts, the orchestra perform along with the headliners, or they have concerts that are strictly orchestra concerts. The opening night is at St. Mary. It's a very traditional orchestral music concert, but it's a fan favorite and it's beautiful in a beautiful space with great acoustics. So that's always a really special concert. The orchestra is a part of what we do. We wouldn't be who we are without the orchestra. It's sort of what sets us apart from every other music arts organization across the country.
Yeah. And as we're months away from the festival now, how many more surprises do you guys have in store?
We've got one more in store. We're still working on finishing a contract with the first Saturday night performer, which it'll be great.
And where and when can people be on the lookout for those revelations?
So on all of our social media pages, you can follow us there. We've got a great website, and that website will be updated as soon as we have the that final act, put in place, and we're ready to announce that one. Shouldn't be very long, though.
And how are you guys preparing now in March for the event later this summer?
Believe it or not, I'm preparing for what's happening in July, and I'm also preparing for 26. So it takes more than a year to build this. We have 70 events in 10 days. It's a very busy time, but right now is when we're most busy because we're doing the work that it takes to build a giant world-class concert site out of a grass field every year. We're making sure that every artist and every band and, every business that's hosting a visual artist, everybody has everything that they need before we ever get to the season. The more I do now, the better my season is in July.
Right.
Yeah.
And are there ways for the community to get involved in that process of setting
Absolutely. So we only have 2 full-time employees, myself and our ticket office manager. We have a part-time volunteer coordinator, and this organization runs on 475 volunteers. We can't do it without our volunteers. We would never be able to survive if we had to pay all of those people, but they do it because they love the festival. It's a great social interaction between each other. If anybody wants to come and be a part of the festival, I can get them hooked up with the right volunteer group. Anything from set up and tear down to driving golf carts to poster distribution. There's something for everybody to do.
And how can people get a hold of you?
LancasterFestival.org has a form that you can fill out if you're interested that goes right to our volunteer coordinator. You can also call the office. That's 740-687-4808. And we'll be happy to take down your information and get you in touch with Lisa.
What kind of response do you get from the city of Lancaster from this event every year?
Oh, I mean, the city comes alive when the festival starts, rolling out its tents and its features and all of the artwork and all of the performances. It's a different kind of a feel. A lot of people come home for the festival. If they've grown up here and they moved away, that's when they, spend their vacation back at home. We did an economic impact study based on numbers from a couple of years ago, and we bring about 40,000 unique visitors into town just during the festival. They may not make it to all of the performances that we do, but they come and they do more than one thing. They'll come and see a concert, but they're also staying and they're shopping downtown and they're stopping to have a meal. So what we do in our organization kind of blossoms throughout the community and does good for everybody that's here.
And are tickets on sale yet?
They don't go on sale until May the 1st.
Okay, and is there a 10-day pass and a 1-day pass? What do the tickets look like?
The tickets are individual per concert. If you want to sit at a table, you have to buy a table of 10. But if you would like to have that same table going forward for forever, you can reserve a table of 10 for both Saturday night concerts. And then that puts it on a subscription and that can be yours going forward.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to mention before we wrap up?
I just hope that everybody will come to see us this July. And if you want any more information, give our office a call or take a look at our website at lancasterfestival.org.